sakit banget, dan kaki saya nggak bisa ditekuk. Ini lutut cedera meniskus. Lutut ditekuk, bunyi krek-krek.
Kalau lutut anda sakit sampai nak naik turun tangga pun kena pegang pagar, atau lutut sakit, kaki bengkak, kaku dan berjalan pun sakit, cuba gel urut melegakan Lanzef ini.
10 kali lebih kuat daripada ubat tahan sakit biasa. Meresap jauh ke dalam sendi untuk membaiki meniskus yang rosak, memulihkan kesihatan dan fleksibiliti sendi.
Jika dalam 7 hari sakit lutut, kekakuan atau bengkak anda tidak ada sebarang perubahan, saya sanggup membayar pampasan sebanyak RM500,000. Tempahlah sekarang untuk menikmati diskaun terhad. Jika anda mengalami simptom koyakan meniskus, jangan lepaskan peluang ini.
Then of course you've got these big thorns, giving it the name the hawthorn tree. You don't want to mess with these. Then you have the berries. These, when they're ready, are bright red, small and round. Now these bright red hawthorn berries look like little apples and they're edible, but the seed inside isn't edible. When you squeeze them open, you'll see the seed inside. You can't eat the seed, but the flesh of the berry is edible. You can see it's kind of oily and it actually tastes like a bland apple. Now the main way you can tell you've got a hawthorn tree is by its leaves. These leaves have 5 lobes. They're deeply lobed and these lobes alternate in different directions. These are the main way we can tell we've got a hawthorn tree. So the humble hawthorn tree is pretty simple to identify, but just so you're confident and I'm confident, let's compare it to a tree that you don't want to accidentally mistake for the hawthorn tree, and that's the poisonous yew tree. Now the yew tree, if you look at its leaves, totally different to the hawthorn. The yew tree's leaves are like needles, the hawthorn leaves with the 5 lobes. And then when we look at the berries, when we compare the berries, on the left we have a hawthorn berry that looks like a little red ripe apple, and then on the right we have a yew berry. Now you can see the yew berry's red flesh doesn't completely encapsulate the seed. Now these are the comparisons. On the left we have hawthorn berry, on the right yew berry. It's pretty easy to tell the difference between a yew tree and a hawthorn tree, but it's definitely best to know and understand them basic trees, because the yew tree is deadly poisonous. It takes just 2 seeds of a yew tree to kill a horse and just 50 of the needle-like leaves from the yew tree to kill an adult. So let's talk about the edibility of the hawthorn. Now in early spring, when these little leaves start to appear, these are edible, and they're known to the older generation as bread and cheese because they kind of taste like a savoury snack. So in early spring you can eat the hawthorn leaves, and then of course when the berries appear in late summer and autumn, these are edible as long as you spit out the seed. They make a delicious snack. They taste kind of like a bland apple, and we really love them in our house because they've not got an amazing flavour compared to say a blackberry, but they're a really autumnal kind of flavour. They're really earthy. There's something special about them. It's probably our tickers telling us that they approve and put more of these little berries in the body, please. Now there's lots of recipes you can make with hawthorn berries, and there's lots of reasons why you should. For one, they're a powerhouse in polyphenols. These are an antioxidants that you can find in plants. And secondly, it's just a really good fun recipe to get out with your friends and family, and you can create it together. It's a bit of work, the hawthorn berry recipes. It's not as simple as a little boil. There's a bit of hand labour going on, but the end result is a much more unique recipe. Now, one of the most popular recipes of hawthorn is hawthorn ketchup. With a little bit of medium through a sieve, sugar, vinegar, you can create your own ketchup alternative, and this is rich in all them antioxidant properties, and it tastes surprisingly like ketchup. I'm a bit of a ketchup snob personally. I love ketchup. I have ketchup on nearly everything, and this gets the thumbs up from me. And secondly, what we'll show you how to make today is Stelly's new recipe, hawthorn honey. This is the hawthorn berry infused with actual honey, so it can last all throughout the year, and we can use it